Why do married women, some with beautiful homes, loving husbands, and children who adore them, still feel the ache of something missing? Why do they sometimes find themselves pulled toward the edge of a secret they never thought they'd consider? They'll tell themselves it's just a thought, just a moment of weakness, just curiosity. But deep down, they know it's more. It's not about the man they married. It's about the woman they feel they've lost. Most people rush to judge. They throw labels, whispers behind closed doors, disloyal, unfaithful, ungrateful. But the Stoics wouldn't have judged them. They would have listened. They would have asked the deeper question, what soul wound are you trying to heal? Because this isn't about infidelity, it's about identity. She wasn't always like this. She used to be full of life, laughter, edge, mystery. There was a fire in her eyes. But over time, routines replaced romance. Chores replaced connection. And somehow she just became a wife. She became a mother. She became the woman everyone could count on. But who was counting on her? Who was seeing her? There's a quiet kind of loneliness that lives inside a woman who is surrounded by people, yet starving to be truly seen. And when a new presence enters her life, someone who looks at her like she matters, who stirs something buried, it feels like waking up from a coma. It's intoxicating. Not because he's better, not because she wants to ruin what she has, but because, for the first time in a long time, she remembers who she used to be, who she still is. And in that moment, the soul makes a dangerous mistake. It confuses attention for love. It confuses excitement for truth. It confuses a spark for salvation. But desire is a liar. The Stoics knew this. Desire doesn't offer peace. It offers hunger. And the more you feed it, the more it devours you. She thinks she wants a man, but what she really wants is to feel alive again. And she thinks he can give her that. But no one, not him, not her husband, not anyone, can give her what she hasn't learned to give herself. Peace, validation, worth. We all grow up believing that love should feel like a movie, that passion should never fade, that marriage should be a permanent high, but that's not love. That's fantasy. Real love is built in the mundane. It's hidden in dishwashers and diapers and arguments and exhausted nights. It's showing up on the days when you don't feel like it. And for some, that's not enough. They crave the high, the feeling, the danger. But feelings lie. And the Stoics remind us, the path to a good life is not through feelings. It's through virtue, through clarity, through self-mastery. If she were to stop, to truly stop, and look at what she has, not with tired eyes but with awakened ones, she might see the sacredness hiding beneath the routine. The man who folds the laundry even though he's exhausted. The little hands reaching for her, calling her mommy with hearts full of trust. The quiet mornings, the shared memories, the life they built. When you practice negative visualization, when you imagine losing all of it in an instant, it hits you that what you once took for granted was actually everything. Not perfect, not glamorous, but real. And real is rare. The temptation doesn't go away overnight, but when you stop feeding it with fantasy, when you meet it with truth, it begins to lose power. Because she doesn't need a new man. She needs a new mirror. One that reflects back to her the woman she forgot she was. Strong, capable, radiant, worthy. Not because someone else says so, but because she knows it deep in her bones. The Stoics taught that freedom is not found in chasing everything you want. It's found in mastering the need to choose peace over pleasure, loyalty over lust, purpose over impulse. It's not easy, but neither is regret. And the woman who chooses to return to herself, to love herself first so she can love others better, that woman walks the Stoic path. She doesn't deny her feelings. She honors them, but she doesn't obey them blindly. She pauses. She reflects. She chooses. And in that choice, she finds something greater than passion. She finds peace. So if you're watching this right now, wondering if the grass is greener, remember, the grass is greener where you water it, where you stay, where you fight, where you grow. And if you've already stepped off the path, if you've made mistakes, if you feel lost, you can still come home to your partner, to your family, but most of all, to yourself, because happiness was never out there. It was always inside, waiting.